Hey, thanks for clicking on the video. Good morning. Welcome into the YouTube channel. This is kind of a weird video because I'm sitting here with like a couple hours before I have to go to work, and I was thinking of what to record, and I feel like this is a pretty good thing to talk about. So first of all, if you did not know, my name is Thuuuuney. I stream on Twitch 5 days a week. My link to my Twitch is below, along with all my other socials. I'd appreciate if you guys went and followed those, pause the video, follow those, come back here. Would appreciate it. But I stream 5 days a week, so I play way more than a normal person does. Normally people might get 5 games in a week. I get in 4 or 5 games a day, and I love this game a lot. I want to get that out of the way off the bat, is that I love MLB The Show more than anything. I mean, I have like basically the best team you can have, but I mean, anybody who plays the game a ton should have a team relatively similar to this. But there's been a lot of discussion in MLB The Show, the community, this year about like, is having this many good cards or so in the year a bad thing? Is there anything to do in the game? Is the game boring? And I feel like to a degree it is, and I want to talk about the reasons why I feel that way. But before I talk about my points, I want to hear from you guys as well. I want to really dive into the comments and read a lot of stuff. So if you don't normally comment, take a minute to kind of gather your thoughts and think about one thing you love about MLB The Show 21 and one thing you can't stand. And I would challenge you to go past gameplay related, because I know that we all hate lineouts. I know that we all hate perfect input on pinpoint and not going anywhere. I'm talking more about like game specific. Like, I want to dive into this right away. If you play online right now, there's really only 3 ways to play. You have ranked, you have battle royale, and you have events. Now, events do have some fun special events in here. Like, we had the switch hitting event at Polo a while ago, which, even though it was Polo Grounds, I actually still had a lot of fun in that event because there was a lot of shenanigans that happened. Battle Royale has not changed, and neither has rank changed in a long time. And I'm going to talk about Battle Royale and rank specifically here in a little bit, but this is my first issue with MLB The Show in general, not just 21, because it's been an issue for a while, but we don't have a 4th option. You know, if you load up Madden, for example, Madden's a great example because I feel like there's some things that they do pretty well, despite not being that great of a game either. But in Madden, you have seasons you can jump into. I believe the names have changed a little bit, but they have draft champions as well. They have weekend league, excuse me, and they have salary cap. Any of those last 2 things that I mentioned could be a huge benefit in this game. I feel like if you look at events, and if they turned basically events into a salary cap mode, I feel like people would have a ton of fun with that. Salary cap is something that hasn't really been brought up at all. You know, if I load into BR and I could quit out of, actually, I'm not going to quit out of this because I have a pretty decent build, but like in Battle Royale, for example, you have diamond rounds, gold rounds, silver rounds, bronze rounds, combo rounds, etc. I would love if that was something that was implemented, like maybe a separate ranked season as a salary cap ranked season. I want there to be more rewards in ranked, and I'm going to go on a little bit of a tangent while I talk about this video, but I'm really passionate about this game. This is the things that I really care about when we talk about MLB The Show. So, you know, going into ranked seasons right away, let's talk about ranked to begin. So one of the things that they did this year was they changed how you match. So let's say, for example, I am 844 in ranked right now. So if I match with someone that was at 913 rating, I'm playing a legend game this year. Last year, I'd have been playing a Hall of Fame game because the lower rating would dictate the difficulty of the game. There's been a lot of discussion about like, how do we make ranked better? Nobody wants to play on legend. How do we make it so people don't play on legend? And I don't think the answer is as simple as just raising the difficulty up to 1,000. And then having like Hall of Fame be all the way up to 1,000, because I do want to try to tailor to both crowds. I want to understand the competitive crowd, and I want to understand the ranked crowd, but that's the whole issue. This is ranked seasons. We have one option. You spend this whole game, the entire game, going to make this perfect lineup for your Diamond Dynasty team. And I'll talk about events, why I'm not considering that in a second, but you have one option to play this game at a high level with your Diamond Dynasty team. That is unacceptable. I don't care. It's not creative. There's no effort there. You want to talk about effort being taken away as well. We used to get rewarded for going to higher tiers in ranked seasons. Now all you get is stubs. And by the way, like, making World Series and getting this card is awesome. The additional reward on top of it is 4,000 stubs. That feels like a backhand. And then you make Legend, 5,000 subs in 10 packs. These rewards have been so similar for such a long time, and there's only one way to play ranked, like I mentioned, or one way to play with a Diamond Dynasty team. Like, there's just that creativity doesn't feel like it's there. And I love this game a lot. I will stream it tomorrow, and I'll stream it the next day, the next day, the next day, whenever I can. But you want as much as you can get, right? And that's why, like, if somebody working for SDS is watching this, if somebody that loves MLB The Show is watching this and thinks that I don't want to play this game, I do. You have to understand that, like, I'm not the only voice that's out there talking about this. Like, a lot of people feel like there's not a lot to do in this game, but there needs to be more. There has to be. Like, the issue number one, plain as day, is that there's only one way to play with your Diamond Dynasty team that you can create and tailor to yourself. Is nuts. Events is you're being told what to do, so that doesn't count in my opinion. So what do we do to ranked? I think we keep ranked the way it is. I don't really know. I don't like bumping the difficulty up, but we add a salary cap mode to ranked where you basically tailor it like BR, but you can pick what cards represent those tiers, kind of like how the summer circuit worked. And you play with that team, and then based on how you play, you maybe get placed for those tournaments later in the year. I think that will work a lot better, one, for the time usage of the last weekend. If you were not watching the summer circuit or in it, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But the summer circuit was the first esport qualifier of the year for MLB The Show 21, officially sanctioned with Battlefly. And from what I heard, I was at the cabin, thankfully, but from what I heard, it took forever to get in games. I saw some people, and you'll see some tweets up. Let me pull some tweets up here, actually. So this is a tweet from one of the best content creators in MLB The Show, saying, I care about this tournament, man. I did it for the content, but something about streaming for 10 hours and having 45 minutes worth of gameplay doesn't feel like content. We've been talking forever about how the competitive scene is just non-existent in MLB The Show, and these kind of long wait times for tournaments feel like that issue. Now, what I'm bringing up, the solution to this tournament specifically, is just insert a salary cap ranked ladder into the game tomorrow. And then after like a month, and actually, let's make it a little bit better. Let's say you have to play a maximum of 50 games. Let's say for this ranked ladder, you can play a maximum of 50 games, and based on the top records on the ladder, maybe you can play more than 50. I don't know why I put a cap on it. Maybe it's good if there's not a cap. But after that ladder is over, you could take the top players in the ladder and give them points towards a tournament later on the year. That's just one of the many ideas that I have. I said that I would go on a lot of tangents in this video, so I'm going to stop talking about ranked. But in short, add salary cap to balance out the summer tournaments and give us more to do in ranked. I think would be a fantastic idea. So because I love you guys, I quit on my BR run to kind of talk about BR a little bit more. So first of all, we're going to look at the Battle Royale program, which was added this year and was one of the best things that MLB The Show could have ever done. And you might be a new player, might be wondering, why are we still getting bronze and gold cards available in a program? Shouldn't they be diamonds at some point? Well, the beauty of this is that these cards are mission-based, and they're cards that help you in BR. So we mentioned that a part of BR is drafting golds and silver cards and bronze cards, but these cards all have missions tied to them. And this was a really fun, immersive way for people to play BR. You know, some people, like me, I haven't gone flawless this year. I've only went flawless 3 times last year, but if I get all the way up in the BR program, that I can get a Posada, and I can pick Bryce Harper, Kenley, anybody I want from this choice pack once I get to 100, which is a really cool addition to the game. We need something like this in ranked. That is another way that I think we could spice up ranked seasons. We'll talk about that in a second. But again, this BR program was a huge upgrade, but I don't know, like, BR feels like it needs something. I'm not sure what it is, but maybe what BR needs is a Hall of Fame difficulty Battle Royale run. Or maybe Legend as well, I'm not sure. But one way you could do that is you could set up maybe on weekends have an option to buy into a Hall of Fame or a legend based BR run and replace some of those gold and silver rounds with another diamond round. And then you could also tie it to stadium specific places. You could tie in special rewards for the weekend. Maybe get 10 wins in a BR Hall of Fame legend or a Hall of Fame BR run on the weekend, and you get this special 94 overall. I don't know, like Hideki Matsui. I mean, if he was in the game, obviously. But like, what I'm saying is that I'm just a dude sitting at home that's trying to think of as many different ways to spice up the game as possible, and these additions to Battle Royale are awesome. I love that they added in this program. It was something that the community's been asking for a long time. But how would this work in ranked? Because ranked is what I love, and I think that's what a lot of people watching love to play is ranked seasons. So right now in ranked, let me just go back to that. So you don't have to hit World Series, quote unquote, to get the top card. Like if you go to the win rewards right now, I'm 1 win away from being at 20 wins in the season, which will give me the pennant race pack. If I get all the way up to 40 in the season, which is still a lot of wins, I doubt that that'll happen. But if I got up to 40, then I would get a World Series pack to pick as well. And what this has caused to happen, now this pack is available, is that people are quitting out of games like crazy. Now, is that the biggest issue in the world? No, but I've seen a lot more quits early in the games this year than I have in any year prior. And I feel like to a degree that wouldn't happen if this kind of a program was instituted. Also, if losing a game maybe cost you a point, that would be fun for the BR program too. If they lessen the amount of points, but maybe made it so if you, like let's say 70 points is finishing the ladder, but a loss negates a point off your run, that would kind of make it a little bit more stressful, you know what I mean? I kind of think that's a good idea, but I'll go back to my point that I'm having here. I'm going all over the place. So I would love if in rank these packs were included in here, but they were mission specific diamonds. I think that'd be a super fun addition to the game. Early in the year, there could be golds, and then right now, like we're in July, so maybe these would be 92, 93 overall cards that are mission specific. Maybe if I hit gold for a second, let's say Betances is actually an 87 overall. You have to get 5 punch outs in ranked. Let's say Moreland's actually like an 89. Let's say you have to get 1 pinch hit home run with Moreland. Let's say, I mean, you could do that all the way down the board, but there's no missions in ranked. Like, I love this addition to BR. I need this addition in ranked seasons. I feel like that would help my enjoyment of the game a lot. And then I don't want this to be a super long video, but I am a giant uniform guy. If you guys do not know, I have a uniform video up on my channel as well. It's way down the bottom of the catalog. I could even link it on here too. It's my most popular video that I have on YouTube. But you know, when I talk about uniforms, the reason why I'm so passionate about uniforms is because I'm a very creative person. I like creative ideas and I like to have fun making uniforms in this game. My jerseys are very nice. I'll show off my home ones because everybody likes those a little bit more. So here's my home jerseys here. As of right now in the game, there's no option to add any logos on your sleeve. There are no options to, let me go up to the hat here. There we go. There's no options to add a patch to the side of the hat. There's not even an option to put an MLB logo on the back of your hat as well. We need more customization options in uniform editing as well. And because I'm still going here, I'm going into custom practice really quick, so I want to show something off. So actually, you can kind of see it without me even loading the game. But if you see up in the top left, and you'll see it when we go into the practice mode here, but you see how I have banners out in left field? Well, the target field does because the Twins have won divisions, and this year. Also, we don't hang World Series banners because we're horrible. But let me just throw one pitch to go to a replay so I can show you a little bit better. Like, I would love with the addition of created season or created stadiums this year, you can't replay in practice, so I guess we'll just talk about it. You can't like add these kind of flags in your created stadium in ranked. I would love, for example, like I've made World Series 3 seasons, right? I would love if there was an option to add like 3 banners out in right field of my created stadium. So let me take you there and show you what I'm talking about. So this is my created stadium, and what I'm talking about is like maybe out in left center field, maybe have like you could even include it on the like the concrete seam link out there. Like you could put like World Series number 1, World Series number 2, World Series number 3. These are all just examples, but I'm a really big presentation guy, and I think it would also be fun to have the scoreboard change a lot. I mean, I've been rambling a ton in this video, but I appreciate you guys watching. I just want this game to have more features to it, so I'd love to hear what your guys' features are that you would like to see added as well. That's pretty much it for me. Appreciate you watching.